Whether the Ethiopians can wave goodbye in style and cause an upset remains to be seen. FC Masar haven't conceded. CBE haven't scored. Handshakes and fist pumps all around between the two sets of players and the match officials. And that gives us the opportunity to check on the two lineups. FC Masar are unchanged. They go with the same side that drew 0-0 against Edo Queens in midweek. That means that Sandrine Nawankura, who has scored their only goal in this competition so far, leads the line. Substitutes as you were as well. The coach is Ahmed Gad, and he will be a hero back home in Cairo if he can guide this side through to the last four. I think it's fair to say that Group B has been the tougher of the two groups, and if FC Masar can keep it tight at the back and find the goals today, they will be in the semi-finals. If they win the group, certainly a winnable game against Tepi Mazembe in the semi-final awaits them. Josephine Wanjiku from Kenya, as I mentioned, is the referee. Fides Banga Rumbona from Burundi and Tabara Mboji from Senegal, the two assistants. The fourth official, Gloria Sambumba from Zambia. And then the VAR, Selima Mukonsanga from Rwanda and Diana Chikotesha from Zambia. Certainly a mixed bag of officials from all over Africa. Rwanda and Zambia united for VAR in the back of a truck, which is how it's conducted. Change of goalkeeper. The returning Tarika Boucher was left out on match day 2 and then brought on before half-time. Also back in Nardos Mekkonen and Senek Boizo. It means that Seneth Demis leads the line. Sarah Hassen is the fourth change. She comes in for Nijest Hale, who drops down to the bench along with Haruk Tunga and the goalkeeper Abiba Ajiba Arfa, only 18 years of age. In December, in fact, she's 18. She's only 17. She got given a start at match day 2 in midweek, let in 4 goals and got substituted. Criticism for the coach, Bahanu Gazawe, for the changes that he made on match day 2 that ultimately saw them eliminated from the competition. Will they go out with their heads held high? Well, let's see. They're up against a very solid FC Masar. They might not have the young superstars of some of the other teams in this tournament, but they are hard to beat, and they hold all the cards in Group B. So recent was their name change from Tutankhamun FC, that when the draw for this competition was done just a few weeks ago, they were still called Tutankhamun FC. They're now FC Masar, and they could be semi-finalists in the Champions League. Yakura, good early presence from Asfar in the midfield. They made a really good start on match day 2, did CBE, against the Mamelodi Sundowns. For the first 15-20 minutes, they were the better side. Suddenly, Mamelodi Sundowns burst back into action, scored 2 quick goals, and by half-time it was 4, with a 5th being disallowed for VAR. And it was a very tight call as well on the VAR for offside. And Tongo slipped it into the midfield, and Abdul Razak. Young midfield, 19-year-old Maya Abdul Razak, 21-year-old captain Amira Mohammed. They've got a good crop of young players as well. 19-year-old fullback in Hala Abdel Samad. The focus of this tournament has been very much on blooding the youngsters, and it's working very well. It's great to see some very talented young players coming through that African football has got to offer. I'm sure that one or two of them will be on the radar of bigger clubs around the world. Either side has managed to orchestrate an opening of any sorts in the first couple of minutes. They might be bottom, they might not have scored, they might not have a point, and they might have conceded 7, but CBE and even Aqua de la Medina, who finished bottom without a goal or a point in Group A, even they've played some good football. On strikes, Burgat across from Yakura, it's gone behind for a corner. Lars Wendt is the head coach of FC Masar. And the Scandinavian knows that his side are in pole position for a place in the semi-finals if they can do the business here. But they've got to be tight from this corner. They haven't conceded in the tournament. CBE haven't scored, but as we all know in football, strange things certainly do happen. But it needs to be a better corner than that, obviously. It's gone straight behind for a goal kick. They're well known for their watertight defence. And Masar. Bukano Gizohe. He made 4 changes for the first from the first game to the second game, and it proved costly because he ended up bringing 3 of those 4 players on before half-time in the second game. Towards the left-hand side of Mekkonen. He's one of those players that was left out in match day 2 and then quickly drafted back in from distance. Misetanga aims a shot well wide. Again, it's a good start from CBE. Strong challenge from Aisha Nantonga. Another young player at 22 in the heart of that defence. Two balls on the pitch and a slight confusion as to whose throw it is. It is going to be Masar. Egyptian side unchanged. 4 changes for the already eliminated CBE in the purple. Burgat. Referee's whistle has gone. Is it a foul throw? Like, it's going to be a throw into Yakura and CBE. And that one will go the other way. It's a succession of throw-ins at the moment on this near side. 0-0 in the other game, 5 minutes gone. This one's just a little further ahead. Referees have been given the direction from CAF to firmly state to goalkeepers before the game today, and they did it in the Group A games as well yesterday. No time wasting will be tolerated. However, you can't really legislate for players going down and time wasting, because if the games are tight and the other game finishes 3, 4, 5 minutes earlier, you know what's required. For 1 minute suggesting that that is at the forefront of the players' minds, but certainly the referees have clamped down. It's well worked out from the back by CBE V.A.R, who's played every minute of every game so far in this competition. Nados Mekinen inside to Gadish Daniel, 24-year-old defender, away by CBE V.A.R. Unable to keep the ball in play, Hasnat Obama. Lifted the Egyptian Women's Cup in 2023 and again in 2024. Their first title in the Egyptian Premier League came last season. Tutankhamen are up and coming, and FC Masar is their new name, their new brand. We will keep a very close eye on how the league table will shape up according to the two results today, including this one. CBE goal would certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons, and that was a chance, more than a chance, for Sarah Hassen. Well, Sarah Hassen has come on as sub in just one of the two games previous to today. She's been given the nod. The 25-year-old gets into the edge of the penalty area, tries to loft it over the goalkeeper, who ended up going straight at Habiba El Tahir. That's a presentable chance for CBE. I was talking about putting the cat amongst the pigeons. That certainly would have done. Forward by Mohamed. And then Tonga. Well played by Nyankura. Obama. Minutes on the clock as CBE V.A.R brings it forward. They've been the brighter side in the opening 9 minutes, the team that have been eliminated. They had the one glance at goal. Sarah Hassen unable to loft the ball over Habiba El Tahir just a few moments ago. It's a good run forward. Stopped in her tracks. Senna Boyo. This could be potentially a very dangerous free kick. Goalkeeper Habiba El Tahir certainly keeping things well organised. Three in the wall. Senna Demise might just have a go here, having won the free kick. Driven, it takes a very slight deflection. Doesn't really make too much difference in the end. It was Messe Tanga with the free kick, the 20-year-old. Left-footed. Comfortable gather from El Tahir. wide by Mira Mohammed. Obama. Obama with the foul. Not sure it was a foul, to be honest. It went the other way in the end. Yeah, it was a foul. I think he just got caught with the follow through. 11.5 minutes gone, and so far FC Masar have not created anything. And remember, they've only scored 1 goal. They are to make a meaningful contribution to the last 4 of this competition. If they make it, they are going to need to score some goals. You can't keep relying on clean sheets. Even though they've kept clean sheets against 2 of the finest sides, Edu Queens and Mamelodi Sundowns. One of those is going out if FC Masar go through. And the ball is in their court at the moment. Still 0-0 in this game, still 0-0 in the other game as well, between the Queens, who lead this group on goal difference coming into this game. That's far in the wall. Free kick, which Aldabuki aiming towards the 6-yard box. It's a good header away. That was a very late challenge coming in by Ahed Bagat that knocked a defender over. Went unnoticed in the eyes of the referee, and it will be a throw to Masar, to be taken by Abdel Samad. So to Hassen. That's for Hassen again. Over the top. Montongo. Goalkeeper came a long way. There really wasn't much to spare between the white line of the area and the goalkeeper catching the ball on the ground. 13.5 minutes gone. And there is no question that Bugano Gazawe will be the happier of the 2 head coaches, even though his side will be going home no matter what. 2 teams on 4 points, his team on none. He will be going home no matter what. Backwards by Kirish Daniel. Boucher with the clearance. It was a promising run forward. It was a shot by Nyan Kura that seemed to hit Asabi Gila. Thought it might deflect towards goal. Ends up taking the sting out of things, and Tariqa Boucher can gather. Does constitute the first shot of the game from Masar. And the ball back for Hassen. Abdurazak goes after it again. She'll get there first. 2 purple shirts around her. Determination from Yakura. It's caught her out of position. That's good running into the penalty area from Abdel Samad. Turn behind for a corner. Abdel Samad got caught up in that switch from right to left, and the right fullback ended up playing on the left wing. Follow your nose and see where it takes you. It was a good pull back from Abdel Samad. Taking no chances and putting it behind for a corner. See there. Tackles are flying in. Corner is taking shorts. Bookie. That's a foul. Referee in the right place at the right time to get that decision almost immediately. Sabigila takes it short. Could have been dangerous. Bypassed Bio. There's Matios. Away by Bogat. More games up. 0-0. The table stays as it is, which means Edo Queens will finish top, but Masar go up into the semi-final places in second. Basically have to match Sundown's result today and they will be okay. So it's 0-0 there, 0-0 here is fine. Got to be careful though. There's no question that CBE have played a bit of football in the opening stages, but they are starting to settle down. Bookie and a lob towards goal. Saw the goalkeeper off the line. It was Amira Mohammed's ball and Nayan Kura's lob. Right idea. Comes across her left shoulder and she goes for it early, just slightly overhit. Sandrine Nayan-Curie scored the winning goal from the penalty spot right on the stroke of half-time last Sunday, in fact, wasn't it, against Mamelodi Sundowns, the holders, twice winners. It could be going out this afternoon. As things stand, the holders, twice winners, and ever present in every final in this competition, Mamelodi Sundowns, are going out of the competition. Lost the final in 2022 here in Morocco. Here's Asfar. They've won 2021 and 2023 competitions. Forward by Alden Bookie. Mekunen clears and was fouled in the process. Nil-nil in both games. Yesterday in Group B, Asfar were easy winners against UWC to knock them out. Tepi Muzemba, 4 second-half goals, seeing off Agla Delabadina. They're out as well. Agla Delabadina, no points, no goals, 9 conceded. CBE, no points, no goals, 7 conceded. They are the two teams at the bottom of their respective groups. That's a really good solo run from Mohamed. Rudayat Matios. Mekunen. Comes inside to Emabet Asfar. And then back to Hasiba Gila. It's a neat ball to the feet of Yakura. Yakura had made a run forward. Came to nothing in the end. CBE defeated by the Sundowns by 4 goals to 0. Defeated by Edo Queens on the opening day 3-0. And they could be behind here. And there is the opening goal. And it's Nayan Kura who laps up the opportunity and knocks the ball past Turika Baucha. FC Masar are ahead. It's only their second goal in the competition, but keeping clean sheets is part of their repertoire. And now if they keep a clean sheet, one thing's for sure, they will be in Tuesday's semi-final. Great running off the shoulder of the defender, Nyan Kura. First shot was saved, she reacted quickest, and that is a Predators goal. Nyan Kura's second in the competition. It's their first goal from open play, but they are on their way to the semi-finals. Great anticipation from Sandrine Nyan Kura, and the 24-year-old scores the opening goal. It's FC Masar 1, CBE 0. It's not been the best of starts in this game for Masar, but they're ahead, and that's all that counts. And what that now means is that Mamelodi Sundowns have to beat Edo Queens, or they're out. A draw for Mamelodi Sundowns will not be enough. What the response from CBE? They did this in their last game against Mamelodi Sundowns. They dominated for 15-20 minutes, then lost the ball and ended up in the back of the net, and from that moment downhill it went very fast. 4-0, very nearly 5-0. VAR coming to their rescue when it was borderline. Sandrine is penalised. Just caught the ankles of Kadist. Just made it across to Yakura. Away by Obama. It will settle down Masar, that goal. They haven't conceded in this competition, and the CBE haven't scored. I keep saying it, stranger things have happened in football, but it's given away by Abdel Razak. Denise, away to Matios, checking back to Boizo. Caught underneath her feet slightly there. Taking over is Yakura, winning the throw. 24 minutes gone. Two teams came out to a glimmer of sunshine in the early evening. The floodlights are on and nighttime is rapidly descending upon us. Tanga losing out, and a quick ball over the top. One that can be chased over on the far side from Hassen. Buki and Tongo. Away by Nardos Mekanen. Inside behind again. Well, I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, FC Masar ahead. Means that Mamelodi Sundowns have to win. And I can tell you, Mamelodi Sundowns have taken the lead against the Edo Queens of Nigeria. A goal in Casablanca. And it's a big goal as well for the Sundowns. The holders, they've not been at their best so far in Group B. Will carry them through to a rerun of the final of 2022 against Asfar if things stay the same. And it would eliminate Edo Queens, who have looked very good at times. I watched them last week in the opener. The Nigerian side have got an abundance of very good young talented players, and if they do go out today, they will be back and they will be back stronger, I can assure you. It's cleared away into touch. It is a throw-in to FC Masar. Unless they will be more than keen to go and find a second goal. They will keep it very tight, very composed. The goal scorer, Nyan Kura, gets the ball in. It's a good ball as well. One poor touch from Hasnat Obama. Don't think she intended it. She's got caught slightly in two minds, and that took it ahead of her and through to goalkeeper Tarika Balcha. I thought she played really well in the opening game, Tarika Balcha, despite losing 3-0 to Edo Queens. Thought she made some good saves. She was left out last Wednesday for the second match, a 4-0 defeat. She was brought on at 4-0 before half-time, and it did solidify them. They didn't concede any more after that. That's right. No touch was the last one. Throw in to be taken by Alden Bookies. Left it to Abdel Samad. Abdel Samad again. Another Bookie. Very nearly made it through to Nyan Kura. Cleared away. See now by Regat for a throw. See Masar leading 1-0. They've conceded a throw there. The captain Amira Mohammed not quite able to return it to Ahmed Bigat. Strong challenge from Masubi Gila. So it's gone. I thought it was a fair challenge. Certainly the whistle from the referee wasn't instant. She delayed in her decision making. Masar will play Tempe Mozambique if it stays the same, but there's still work to be done. Flag eventually going up against Sarah Hassen. Directive to the assistant referees is not to put the flag up until the phase of play has ended or faded away, and that one was fading away. For a moment it looked promising, but then Tongo turned on the burners and went flying past Sarah Hassen. There was only ever one winner in that foot race, and that's why the assistant referee put a flag up. There was no longer a presence of danger. Oh, but that's a bad mistake by Ntongo, and this could be an equalizer. Palmed away by the goalkeeper, who gets down quickly and makes the save. And Aisha Ntongo, quick though she is, she was quick to get the ball away there. And Sarah Hassen nearly capitalised. Senaf Denise with the shot that was saved. Goalkeeper saving the blushes of Aisha Ntongo. Just got to be careful. Watertight though they have been in this tournament at the back, you can ill afford to make mistakes like that. Pulled back was Sandrine Nyankura. Sandrine Nyankura, 2 goals now in this competition. She scored both goals for Masar. not going to be allowed to take this quickly because Senet Boiso is standing literally on the ball. The referee's too busy getting the wall far enough back that she's not able to take any action against Senet Boiso. The Egyptian side eyeing up a second goal here. Buki looks to be the favourite to strike it. Sandrine Nyankura is there as well. Here's Sandrine with the shot straight into the wall that does its job. Hassen and Tonga. Forceful run forward from Abdul Razak onto traffic. That's in it. Abdul Razak, interesting through ball, weaving in for the left-hand side, but as Asnet Mbama, goalkeeper Belcher out quickly and kicks towards this near side. Kura, turned by Boiso. That's for finding Boiso again, and that's good play. Senef Demis from towards goal, from quite a distance out from Radayat Matios and behind for a goal kick. Not one of the 8 teams in this competition goes home with towels between their legs. Even the 2 teams that have been unable to pick up a point or a goal, Aqua de la Medina and CBE here, they've still played some good football, and they would have learnt a lot on their respective debuts in the competition. 5 of the 8 teams playing in this tournament are making their debuts, including FC Masar, giving the ball away through Amira Mohammed. Asfar. Nyankura back again to Obama. Rushed across when she perhaps had a little bit more time to compose herself and deliberate on the options ahead of her. And Tonga. Been given away again, closed down well by Matios. Tonga stepped in to prevent any further damage. It's a couple of times now that Aisha Tonga has made mistakes at the back that I'm sure her coach will be quick to pick up on. Enough to get through this group without conceding if at all possible. They could be on their way to a second goal now. Touched forward and into the path of Hassen, and it's a good save by Tarika Boucher, set up by Nyankura. I think that's gone out for a corner. No, it hasn't. No referee's whistle, no assistant referee's flag. But that was a very presentable opportunity. Sandrine Nyankura to Hassen, and a good save by Boucher. Good running by Abdel Samed into the penalty area. Attempted cross. Oh, it's a bit of a mix-up. She's still in there, Abdel Samed. Samad back in a back position now. Obama. 1-0 to FC Masar. The Egyptian side are on the verge of a semi-final place. And they're on top at the moment as well. Abdelrazak playing out wide. Big ask of Hassen, but she should get there, and does. Knocks it past the defender. Defender being Nardos Mekkonen. It's dribbled behind for a goal kick to the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia. This was the chance to make it two. She might have been able to take one further touch, maybe. She was well ahead of the two defenders. Very presentable opportunity for Yasmin Hassen. One back by Azmira Mohammed. Here she is again. Abdelrazak quickly forward. Hasnat Obama, in it goes, back to Hasnat Obama, and quickly off her line, Tarika Balcha. She was offside, Obama. Seven and a half minutes until half-time. Been quite a free-flowing game, actually. There's not really too many stoppages. Ball's given away again. Hassen trying to return the favour with a through ball towards Sandrine Nyankura. Quickly cleared away by Kadis Daniel. Gone out of play. Over on the far touchline. Abdelrazak. And Buki. Amira Mohammed certainly dominating that midfield, that triangular three against Boizo, Asfar and Tanga. That's where this game has ultimately been won and lost. Arsvind. Coach inside by Eldon Buki, and a shot which falls just wide. It was Abdelrazak that hit it, and she hit it well enough. It was just pulling away from goal, the left-footed effort. Certainly had the goalkeeper scrambling. Tarika Balcha always going wide. It wasn't far wide. It remains 1-0 in El Jadida. It remains 1-0 in Casablanca. Mamelodi Sundowns are winning that game. Abdel Samad. Sandrine Nyankura. Waited a little too long. Matios stepping in to take it off of the toes of Obama. Will be a throw-in to Masar. 5 minutes to half-time. The games I've watched in this tournament, and I've seen quite a few, this has probably been the most free-flowing first half we've seen so far. I was just about to say, I can't remember us having any prolonged injuries, and then suddenly, for the first time, the medics are on. It's Rydia Matios. It was a clearance from her own defender, Tarakura Yukura. Arsvind will be happy that his side have the advantage. 4 minutes to go in the first half. And the break in play allows the CBE players to have a quick on-field inspection as to how they can try and improve things between now and half-time. That was the chance to make it 2-0 for Yasmin Hassen, the 22-year-old, denied by the goalkeeper. That's now Obama. Del Samed back to Nantongo. Just be careful. Mira Mohamed. Nankia. Matios. Eluded. Sadaf Demis out for a throw. The Queens could equalise in that game in Casablanca. It will be the holders that go out, so there's still plenty to play for in that one. Cleared by Yakura. Bogat got there ahead of Tanga and clears down the line. That's it. Takes a tumble, no foul given, just a throw. Two semi-finals taking place on Tuesday afternoon and evening for the third place game on Friday and the final on Saturday evening, 7 o'clock Moroccan time. It's looking at the moment like Asfar against Mamelodi Sundowns, the two favourites for this competition at the start of the tournament. Everyone expected that to be the final. And at the moment, it's not the case at all. Yet Matios finding Senet Boizo. That's a really good through ball. Good goalkeeping. A little bit of hesitancy from Nantongo, but Habiba El Taher again off her line to make a block. It's not been totally one-way traffic. Flag was quite rightly raised against Demis, who was just offside, but that's good goalkeeping. Quickly off her line, decisive, incisive, dominant. Oh, it's another mistake from Nantongo. Comes across, it's only been partially cleared. Demis. Tucked by Eldonbuki. Touch seemed to knock Sandrine over. And that one's ushered back. Well, that's the third time that Aisha Nantongo has slipped up at the back for FC Masar. Against better opposition, they can't afford to make those slips. That's a cause for concern for Larsvind. Hassen in. Oh, it's a lovely spin. This is Sandrine, put through and into the net. I'm not sure about whether it'll be offside or not. Yes, it was. I did think that Hasnat Hubama was going to be flagged, and indeed, I think she knew as well, but she still managed to tuck it past Tarika Boucher and into the corner. The assistant referee over on the far side, Tabira Mbodji from Senegal, was quite right in quickly raising the flag, and the goal doesn't count. VAR had a quick inspection and they've backed up the flag, and the goal is chalked off. Up in the air from Mohamed. We're into 2 minutes of stoppage time, by the way. We're nearly a minute through. Solid tackle from Abdel Razak. Just with the clearance. Again, this time with the error. And then given away by Abdel Samad. Matias. That will trickle all the way through to Habiba El Tahir. Just been a little sloppy at times with the ball at the back. FC Masar. The 2 minutes are virtually up. The referee is on the verge of blowing for half time. Indeed. There is the half-time whistle. And so FC Masar still yet to concede in Group B, and they've managed to score their first goal from open play through Sandrine Nyankura. Her 22nd minute goal, very well taken, has them in control. On more than one occasion at the back, they've been a little bit sloppy, FC Masar. They haven't been punished. Habiba El Tahir, the goalkeeper, has certainly had to be on her toes on more than one occasion. It's not been completely convincing from FC Masar, but at this moment in time, they are on their way to winning Group B and booking their place in Tuesday's semi-final against Tepe Mazembe. That could all change, of course, but at the moment, the course of Group B is very much in the hands of FC Masar, who lead at half-time at the Ben Ahmed El Abdi Stadium in El Jadida against CBE by 1-0. After today, CBE will be heading back to Ethiopia. They're looking to go out with a bang. FC Masar know that semi-final occupancy is very much inside their own hands. Wasn't the best of starts from the Cairo side. This was a more than presentable chance for Sarah Hassen. Straight at Habiba El Tahir. The opening 15 minutes or so, CBE probably the better side. But there's always a danger when Sandrine Nyankura gets the ball, and this was just a warning sign of how potent she can be. Just a slightly overhit chip. She is deadly. And this is how deadly she can be. First shot saved, quickest to react, in between two defenders, and finishing in a true striker's mode into the corner. Sandrine Nyankura's second goal in the competition to make it 1-0. Look how quickly she is to react in between those two defenders. Slots it home first time past Tarika Balcha. This was a slip. Nyankura this time teeing up Yasmin Hassani, who perhaps should have done better, but a good save nonetheless from Tarika Balcha, the captain in goal for CBE.
خلاص ماشي.
Welcome back for the second half at the Ben Ahmed Al Abdi Stadium in Al Jadida. Two sets of players out and the match officials ready for the second half. Just checking things out, but doesn't look like either side are making a change in the second register. It's going to be the purple of CBE kicking from right to left to kick this second half into action. And off and underway. It's been a so far game of FC Masar creating probably the better chances, but they've almost shot themselves in the foot on 2 or 3 occasions at the back where they've just been given the ball away sloppily. Half-time team talk from Berhano Gazoe will be something along the lines of, we've got 45 minutes before we go home, let's make a mark. Let's go and get that first goal that we've ever scored in the Champions League finals. Let's make history. That would be his cry and call. Mahek Begat, starting for the first time in this tournament, puts the ball out. Buki, she's fouled, free kick. Right under the nose of the referee. Mamelodi Sundowns are leading at half-time by 1-0 against the Nigerian side, Edo Queens. That means that as things stand, yellow card by the way for Mese Tanga. First yellow card of the game. Didn't have one in the whole of the first half. It's taken us less than 2 minutes in the second half to get a yellow card. As things stand, Edo Queens would be eliminated in 3rd place. Very impressed with them last week in their victory against CBE. They're a young side. They might fall short. But still a long way to go in that game down the road at Casablanca. Masar heading towards top spot. That would mean a semi-final against Tepe, the first of the 2 semi-finals, kicking off 4 o'clock local time here in Morocco. And that would be the semi-final between Masar and Tepe Mazembe if it stays the same. Good turn from Matios. Runs into traffic, still keeps it, and then gives it away. Eldon Buki, strong in the midfield, given away again. Kidis Daniel with the clearance. Headed on by Asphalt. Matios away to the right-hand side. Chance to take on Abdel Samid. Ends up putting it behind. Goes really at Matios for a goal kick. Smart turn from Hassen. It's looked quite lively down the right-hand side. Nice into a cul-de-sac there, though. Hassen had a good chance in the first half. Tried to loft it towards goal. It was a comfortable save from Abiba El Tahir. That was the first shot on target from either side. Now the Buki. Could have been an interesting ball. Cut out well by Yukura. CBE were to get an equalizer, it would still mean a semi-final appearance for Masar. Second goal would really cement their place in the last four. Good defending from Tanga. One back really well by Hassen. Asphalt. Tanga. Finding Asibigila. Asfor again. It's a nice triangular play over on the far side. Yakura attempted to release Matios. Two defenders across to deal with it. It's a foul by Matias. And then Tongo took stock of the situation. And an apology from Matias. Just clipped the ankle of Nantongo. She was the one that went down. Five and a half minutes gone into the second half, and still that single goal has Masar in control of the game. Just a draw will do for Masar. That's all they need, because it would take them to 5 points. If the others draw, it'll leave them in the top two. If either win, it'll leave them in the top two. They have to lose if they are to be eliminated. It's a clearance away by Cadiz Daniel. Akura. Boizo. It's given away. Nicely done by Alden Buki. Into the penalty area, Obama. It's a cross in, it's too high for Yasmin Hassen. Good into touch by Mekinen. Throw it. Bagat with the throw. Hassen driving forward with Abdel Razek, who takes the tumble. That will be a free kick. Just outside the penalty area. Seven and a half minutes into the second half. Second goal now would pretty much cement Masar's place in the semi-final. Means they would have to score 3 goals, CBE. Now, considering they haven't scored a single goal in the tournament, and Masar have yet to concede in the tournament, you would pretty much feel the game is beyond the Ethiopian side with the second goal. Alden Buki is standing over the ball to take this free kick. 2 in the wall. Hassen and Demise. Mihira, Alden Buki. Played short. It's in towards goal, just slipped out of the grasp of Hassen. Wide by Nantongo. Taken nicely by Nankura from the ball in by Abdel Samad. Cleared away for a throw. Still Mamelodi Sundowns leading Edo Queens by a goal to 0. There was a yellow card just now. Try and clear that one up in a second as the cross comes in. Cleared away. Cadiz Daniel, shown yellow. Brugat. Clever play by Mohamed. The wrong option, but it might yet be the right option. It comes out to Hassen. It's a chance, and it's a brilliant save. Yasmin Hassen looked to make it 2-0. Again, a good save from Tarika Boucher, who made a stop to deny her in the first half. And it was a clearance by Hasabi that allowed Hassen in a clear strike on goal. Two defenders coming in on her. She had to take it quickly, and that's a really good save from Tarika Boucher. Stretching away to her right and palming the ball behind for a corner. Corner has been taken short. Mohamed's attempt was blocked. Elden Bouki, and then the referee's whistle is gone. There's a player down. The player down is Cadiz Daniel, who wasn't fully off the pitch, and so the referee not happy to play on. This was a chance. And if that goes in the back of the net, one thing's for sure, FC Masar are in the semi-finals. Take two with the corner. Hassen receives it short from Elden Bouki. Floated deep. It's gone out of play before Nankia can get ahead to the cross from Abdul Razak. Shadia Nankia turns 24 on 25th of November. Forceful challenge from Abdul Razak. She's only 19 years of age, but she's a really strong player, certainly one for the future. Mahira, Elden Bouki, that's out wide to Obama. Obama gets the cross in, it's spilt by the goalkeeper. Gets up and gets there just in time before Sandrine Nyankura can close in for what would have been her second goal of the evening. Tarika Boucher makes the save. Too close to the goalkeeper from Obama. All the way back to Boucher. Sets of substitutes have been warming up vigorously over the past few minutes. Does look like changes are imminent for both teams. We'll wait and see on that. It's a weaving run on the outside goes Matios. 1-0, still a dangerous scoreline. If they were to concede that one goal, it would mean that Mamelodi Sundowns would take top spot if they held on to what they've got, which is a 1-0 lead. They're a couple of minutes behind in that game in Casablanca. Still Mamelodi Sundowns leading 1-0. Promptly moving into the 60th minute of this game. 3-0 and 4-0 defeats by CBE so far. Able to keep in this game so far. Pulled forward by Abdel Samad. It's really good defending by Yukura, who's been pretty good at the back in that right back position. Yukura. One back by Abdel Razak. Forwards by Nantongo. Well, that could have gone anywhere. Blocked by CBE V.A.R and the clearance too. Held up well by Sinef Demis, gets it wide to Rudiat Matios. Cut out again by Nantongo. She looked nervous in the first half, Nantongo, I think. Coaching staff have had a word and told her to just tighten up a little bit. She's certainly been much better in the second half. Free kick has gone the way of FC Masar. Left two players on the ground. One of them is Sandrine Nyankura, who scored the only goal of this game so far. The other player down is Mese Tanga, who has been penalised for the foul. And he's on a yellow card. And may well need to just stay down. And hope that the referee doesn't consider that to be a yellow. You can afford to go down to 10, really. CBE, if they have to stand any chance of getting anything from this game. Still they do Queens 0, Mamelodi Sundowns 1 in the other game. Down the road in Casablanca. The CAF delegates enjoying the game so far. In waiting, the FC Masar substitutes have been out warming up. Injury to Mese Tanga. So she is on a yellow card. There are 3 players on a yellow card out there that would miss the next game. Obviously, 2 of them are CBE players who won't have a next game, so it doesn't really matter on them. But Mahira Aldenbuki in the midfield for Masar will miss the semi-final if she is given a yellow. Here she is on the ball now. Plays it out wide towards Mohamed. It's just too far ahead of the captain, but it's played out wide by Abdel Samad, but too far ahead of Rubama and out for a throw. 63 minutes gone. Volleyed into the channel by Nantonga. Nyankura. Can't quite get the cross in. Obama. Mira Mohamed. Then wide by Aldenbuki. Off goes Abdel Samad. Squeezing it through. This is Sandrine. Gets the shot in straight at the goalkeeper, Tarika Boucher, who makes a comfortable save. Either side of her, that could well have been 2-0. Quick to acknowledge the service from her teammates, sidestepping the challenge of Mekkonen. Let down by the finish, really, in the end. Sandrine Nyankura. Lars Vind knows that a second goal would put any doubt to one side. Remember, they have to lose this game, FC Masar, if they are to be eliminated from the competition. They are semi-finalists if they draw or win, and they are 1-0 up. Brigade, interesting. Cut out really well by Kiris Daniel. Back towards the edge of the penalty area. Heavy touch by Sandrine Nyankura. Mohamed Lumbuki. Clearance away by Yakura after a touch from Obama. And Tonga. Mira Mohamed. Another foul by Mesay Tanga from behind on Abdel Razak. Once again, I mentioned that she is on a yellow card. A couple of times she's given away those free kicks. Not so sure. The referee's going to show an awful lot more patience. First substitution of the game. It comes in the 66th minute. Matias waves goodbye to the competition. Just Hayat, who's started too. He's dropped to the bench today, comes on. Just Haley is on. Put forward by Hazabi Gila. Turns Masar onto the back foot. Here, Alambuki does well. Nankia to Bagat. Bagat again. Wide from Abdel Razak. Played by Hassen in. And then out wide from Sandrine Nyankura. Abdel Razak rides the challenge. Cross towards the edge of the penalty area. Cleared away by Masay Tanga. That will be a throw to CBE. Play this, flicking it over the top of another sliding challenge from Masay Tanga. Certainly putting the challenges in, considering she's on a yellow card. She's challenging the patience of the referee. Asfar. That's a good ball. Denise, where she goes into the penalty area. She's been forced slightly wide. Denise collected away and eventually cleared. Asfar. That's good play from CBE. Cleared away. Abdel Samed, and now the break is on. It's 3 against 3. Good running from Hasnat Obama, away to the right-hand side. Hassanid, good ball, and a crisp finish. That's a really good save. Sandrine Nyankura looked destined to score. It's another brilliant save from Tarika Boucher, probably the best one she's made this afternoon, and she's made 2 or 3 of them. That was high quality, one of the saves of the tournament. That really was a good save. Great breakaway this from FC Masar, involving their 3 front players. Obama, who picks out Yasmin Hassanit, and the 22-year-old plays it forward. First time hit. That's a super save from Tarika Boucher. That's heading to the corner. Just got her fingertips to it. Put it round the post. That really has to go down as one of the best saves of the tournament, without question. Sandra Nyankura, I can't believe she hasn't scored. Tunga comes on and replaces Mese Tanga before she's sent off. She's on a yellow card and she's making sure that those challenges keep on coming. Corner is rather wasted. That's a really good touch. And off goes Haley as soon as she comes on, really. It's only been on a minute or so. First touch for her. Can't make any prominence down that far side. Midway through the second half in the other game. Edu Queens 0, Mamelodi Sundowns 1. Sundowns, the holders. They've always reached the final of this tournament. And they're on their way through. They're doing it the hard way in Group B. They've lost their opening game against FC Masar. So throw. Alabuki. Back to Abdel Samad. Towards Ubama. Just run away from her. Clearance away, and we'll start again with another throw on the far side. This is Mahira Alabuki up in the air from the CBE. Won the second ball as well with Tunga. Carries away, and that will be a throw-in to Masar. Good defending by the head Begat. Darazak winning the ball. Nankia retrieving. FC Masar are within touching distance of a semi-final place. They would have to concede 2 here if they are not to play in the semi-finals. Shot comes in. It was decent enough hit from Tunga. Cleared away. And now the break is on. This game's starting to open up. And that might just work to Masar's advantage. Hasnat Obama gets away down the left. Pulls it back. That's clever defending by Emabet Asfa. As far again. Mekanen. Good turn from Hassen. Slit the ball through with Senak Boizo. Too many black shirts behind the ball. Mohamed losing possession now, the captain for Masar. Watch carefully. Yasmin Hansen in and out for a throw-in to FC Masar, who are 16.5 minutes away from victory. 2 wins and a draw will see them through. 7 points. They got the 2 goals. They haven't conceded any. 3 clean sheets is perfectly adequate to not necessarily have to score so many goals. Nice one back there by Nankia, but she let it slip. Towards the right, runs away from Haley. Ikura. And a bit Asfa. Just got to keep the ball. Make it do the work. That was a poor clearance away by CBE. Chases on. Hassen in. It loops back to Turika. Balcha. Throws it out to CBE V.A.R. Flicked on again by Emma Asfa. She's been coming out with the tricks in the last few minutes. Hassen in. She goes to the return. Hassen in from Sandrine Nyankura. Just too far ahead of her. More changes afoot on the substitute front. Here for touch. We are going to see a first change for FC Masar. They're going to bring on Noir Masu. Young defender. It's going to come on for the captain, Amira Mohammed. It's a like-for-like change, really. She'll just sit in that holding midfield role. So a throw it to Masar. They only changed their name from FC Tutankhamun in September. So recent that when this draw was made for the group stages, they were still in the hat as FC Tutankhamun. Name change was sanctioned by the CAF committee. And the new identity is just about to force its way into the semi-finals of this competition following a disaster. They will only go out if they concede 2 goals in the next 13 minutes. Second goal now would rubber stamp the passport for a place in the last 4. It's cleared away. And the turn back towards goal from Hassen is wide. 22-year-old Yasmin Hassen. It's looked quite dangerous down the right-hand side, particularly in this second half. Look at it. And as far straight out the play, that will be a throw. 12 minutes and counting. Well, the scoreline in the other game is immaterial, whilst Masar are a goal to the good. They could only win the group if they win, FC Masar. Draw, and they will finish runners-up. Regardless of what the result is in the other game, someone will come out on top ahead of FC Masar if they draw. Well, that's a good through ball down the middle, and a big chance. It's a great ball from Demise, finding Boizo, who was offside. Habiba El Tahir would not have known that and came scampering out of her goal. Well, she made a couple of really good saves in the first half, Habiba El Tahir. She comes off her line really quickly there. One thing to remember about Habiba El Tahir, another young player at the age of just 18, goalkeeper at the age of 18, and she's been exceptional. Hasn't conceded in this tournament. At the other end, the 28-year-old Tarika Boucher, the captain for CBE, has produced a string of fantastic saves to keep their hopes alive here, CBE. They're only 1-0 down with just over 10 minutes to go. Save she made just a little earlier off of Sandrine Nyankura was surely one of the best of the tournament. So there's a free kick to CBE. If that goes in at 1-1, there's a little doubt in the mind of Masar. They know the draw is enough. They need to win the group. Here's Obama. Can't find the cross. Good defending by Kiddies Daniel. Corner. Still 1-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns in the other semi-final, just up the road in Casablanca. We're into the last 10 minutes here. We've got about 12 minutes to go in that game. But that will be immaterial if it stays as it is. A second goal now. And we can stop contemplating what's ifs and buts. So a corner. Referee doesn't want the corner taken yet. She's not happy with the confrontations taking place just outside the 6-yard box. Another short corner. Hassen in. Abdelrazak, header towards goal. It's another great save. This time a header from Bagat. The flag was up, but that was another terrific stop from Boucher. Well, the young goalkeeper at one end makes a save, but at the other end, the more experienced goalkeeper has been in scintillating form. Tarika Boucher, another good stop. Okay, it wouldn't have counted, but another really good save away to her right. Abdel Samad tumbling to the ground with a scream, but bounced back up very quickly. And there's no doubt FC Masar would have run away with this game had it not been for this goalkeeper, who's made some super saves. Why was she dropped from game day one when she was quite good in that first game? She got replaced by the 17-year-old, the 18-year-old rather. Well, 17-year-old. She's not 18 until December. Abib Ajibo Afa, and she was rather exposed against the Sundowns in that 4-0 defeat on match day 2. Was replaced after less than 40 minutes. Flags up again. This time, flag shown against Najis Taylor. She darted into the penalty area. Good covering from Nankia, but it didn't really matter in the end. It was offside. So unless there's any late drama and late changes and late pendulum swings, it's going to be on Tuesday. Masar against Tepe Mazembe in the first semi-final, followed by Asfar against the Mamelodi Sundowns. What a lineup, what a game, no, what 2 games, what a day it's going to be in Morocco in the semi-finals. But here's a through ball, finding the Najis Taylor. And it goes for goal, and it's a good save. Habiba Al-Tahir. Well, on paper, we wasn't expecting too many goals. We've had 1 so far. The flag is up, so it wouldn't have counted again. But the 2 goalkeepers today have probably been the 2 best players on the pitch. Habib Al-Tahir, only 18, remember. Taking a punt on her ahead of Amna Tubar and Aya Henesh, older goalkeepers, more experienced goalkeepers. And you can see why, because she's been brilliant. She really has. The 2 goalkeepers can walk off the pitch with their heads held high. it wasn't for them, there would have been many more goals, but it might be one on the offing here. Hasnat Obama makes the shot. It's spilt and put over the line by Yasmin Hassanet. And that guarantees Masar a place in the semi-finals. And you felt it was coming. Finally, they've cut open a stubborn CBE. And Yasmin Hassanet, the 22-year-old, is able to tuck away from close range. It's tough on Tarika Boucher, the goalkeeper for CBE. He's been in exceptional form all game. And this is another save that she's had to make. This time to keep out Hasnat Obama. But she pushes it straight into the path of Yasmin Hassanet, who says thank you very much and makes it 2-0 to Masar. That is the rubber stamp that they needed to guarantee their passage into Tuesday's semi-final, where it looks like they're going to be taking on Tepe Mazembe. It's going to be Egypt against Congo in one semi-final. It's going to be South Africa against Morocco in the other. It's 2-0 and smiles all around. They know it's job done now, Masar. It's been a fairly comfortable evening, but they have been indebted on one or two occasions to their goalkeeper Habiba El Tahir. But they are within 5 minutes of another clean sheet, which has proved the backbone to their success in my opinion, the tougher of the two groups. Hello Queens, if they go out, got to remember that Nigerian side, every single one of their players born in this century, so they're all 24 or under. They will come back stronger and better for the experience for sure if they do go out today, which it looks as if they will. However, if they were to equalise, it would be Mamelodi Sundowns to go out. There's still time in that game, it's 2 minutes more than this, so 5-6 minutes still to go in the other game. An injury at the moment is holding up this game in Al Jadida. Hassen and Nyan Kura, the two goal scorers. I've only made one change in this game of Masar. I've only made two changes themselves, CBE. There is on your screen confirmation of what the group looks like as things stand. Don't think there's any doubt of the result of this one. Stretches on, let's hope this is not serious. Couldn't quite see who it was that went down, to be honest. It's over on the far side. The stretcher is on. Well, it's Mahira Alabuki. And if she misses the semi-finals, that is a big blow to FC Masar, because she's been, I would say, one of their best players today. Played the through ball for Obama for the goal. Obama's shot was saved. Hassen able to apply the finish. 2-0 to FC Masar. And they are on their way to the last four. And they'll probably go in as favourites against Tepe Mazembe, who are not bad. They're a decent side. Lost to Asfar 3-1. Those three Asfar goals coming in 13 early second half minutes. The only goals that they've conceded. Brushed aside Aqua della Medina and UWC in the other two games. They won't be easy. They'll be the outsiders for the semi-finals for sure. Tepe, the Congolese will embrace it, I'm sure. As of course will FC Masar. What it would mean is a new name guaranteed in this year's final. Clock ticking down towards the 90-minute mark. There will be a few minutes to add on. There's not been too many substitutions, as I say, only 3 changes in the second half, which is probably the lowest count in the whole of the tournament so far. Cross comes in. Another save. Slight hesitancy before it's cleared by Nankia. Another save from Habiba El Tahir. 6 minutes. I don't think it would be quite that much, but still a little bit of time for CBE to try and net their first ever goal in the finals of the CAF Women's Champions League. A couple of changes afoot for the team that are just about to be eliminated. The 18-year-old, in fact the 17-year-old Masar Bunteso is going to come on. She's not 18 until the end of the month. A little run out for 2 youngsters. It looks like Bethlehem Getahun is also going to come on. That's an in. Try to thread it through towards Hasnat Obama. To the last minute of the other game, Mamelodi Sundowns still leading by 1-0. But remember, Edu Queens, if they score, will eliminate the perennial finalists, twice winners, once runners-up in the previous 3 CAF Women's Champions Leagues. They have certainly dominated this competition so far. Not going down without a fight. They've certainly put another good account of themselves in CBE. Cross comes in. Abdel Samad with the clearance. Had it not been for the teenage goalkeeper Habiba El Tahir, surely they would have scored their first goal. Here comes those changes. Sofon Sefu comes on for Senet Boizo. Bunteso will replace Sarah Hassen. Senet Bunteso makes her debut in the finals. Come a couple of changes for the semi-finalists in waiting. Ball out wide. Cross wasn't forthcoming for Mekkonen. As far. Cut out really well by Nantongo, but then given away. Out wide by Sefu. Cross by Yakura. Interesting ball in, and they've got their goal. Their first ever goal in the CAF Women's Champions League. And it comes from Senef Demise in virtually the final minute of the game. In stoppage time, they've got themselves a goal for the first time in Group B. It is a token gesture, really. They're 2 down. And it's 2-1 now. It's a really good finish by Senef Demise, volleying it past the goalkeeper from close range. It's the first time in this tournament that Habiba El Tahir, the teenager, has been beaten. It's Masar 2, CBE 1. It's likely to be cosmetic and nothing else. And here come Masar again. Hassen gets the cross in. It's a very deep one. No one there. Sefu's clearance. Late challenge. Flattens Hala Abdel Samad. Prompts the yellow card from the referee from Kenya. Well, it's good for CBE to get the goal. They deserve it in their own right. Does so with the yellow. Both games now in stoppage time. The only doubt, really, is it's almost like a knockout. If Edu Queens score, they will be in the semi-finals. Otherwise, it's Mamelodi Sundowns. FC Masar will win the game outright and the group outright. Caught by Boucher. Goal scorer of that late goal for CBE, Demise. Del Razak all the way back to Nankia. She goes long. Chasing it down is Hassen. Hassen again. Creeping it inside. The referee's stopped playing this near side for an injury. Ryan Cure has gone down under the challenge of Mekkonen, and it's a yellow card for Mekkonen. Notice Mekkonen not too happy with the decision. Not quite sure why the referee didn't play on, because it was a really promising move off the back of that. Not sure why. Not sure that was a yellow card either. Little bit of a stamp on the foot of Nyokuro. I don't think there was anything malicious in it. Big goal in the other semi-final. Edo Queens have equalised, and it means that the holders are on their way out. Wow, that's drama at his very, very best, isn't it? Edo Queens won, Mamelodi Sundowns won, and Mamelodi Sundowns, who have played in every single Champions League final in the past, are going to crash out of this competition in dramatic style. The drama has been stocked up for the very last minute in the other semi-final. We've had a little bit of drama in injury time. Cosmetic and nothing more. Yakura, who's had a good game at right back with the delivery. It's a very good delivery as well. Nicely side-footed in with the volley from Senat Demise to make it 2-1. Darkness has now descended over Jadida. Off on a stretcher, Sandrine Nyankura. Down to 10 at the moment. Or at Masar. We played 7.5 minutes of stoppage time. There was 6 added on. We have had the goal and a little stoppage for an injury just now to Sandrine. Neat turn from Ibama. She wants the return. It went the other way in the end. It's gone behind for a corner. So the revised semi-final lineup will be Nassar against Tepe, followed by Edu Queens against Asfar. Mamelodi Sundowns crashing out, it seems. They're 1-1 in that game, unless there's any more late drama. Let's see if there's anything else to come here. I won't call it drama. Whatever happens here, it will be progress for Masar. Of course, if CBE were to equalise at the other end, it wouldn't matter because calls all round. It would mean actually that Edu Queens would win the group and Masar come second. I don't think there's going to be time for that to happen. Referee has looked at the watch. We've played 9 minutes now over the 6 added on, and there is the final whistle, which confirms FC Masar on their debut in the Champions League, in the CAF Women's Champions League, are through to the semi-finals. It's been quite a campaign for them so far. A 2-1 victory against CBE, Commercial Bank of Ethiopia. They did get their first goal in the competition through Senaf Demise late on. First half goal from Sandrine Nyokura, her second in the tournament, and a second from Yasmin Hazen in there to make it 2-0. The late goal was merely cosmetic. Masar through as the group winners in Group B, and they will play Tepe Mazembe in the first of the two Tuesday semi-finals in 3 days' time. The other game is still 1-1, but it looks like Mamelodi Sundowns are on their way out. But here, it's CBE that wave goodbye to Morocco. And full credit to the Ethiopians, who have given a good account of themselves in their debut in this competition. They'll want to be back for more. FC Masar will be back for more on Tuesday, when they play the Congolese side, Tepe Mazembe, for a place in the final of the CAF Women's Champions League. The final score here at the Ben Ahmed El Haddi Stadium: FC Masar 2, CBE 1.
سادتي أقدم لكم جائزة أفضل لاعبة بالمباراة، لاعبة نادي FC مسار، اللاعبة الرشيدة سامري ينبورو.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and I'm proud to be with my team, FC Masar. I think this one is for FC Masar. It's not for me. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you want to say to your family?
I think I can say thank you to God and to my family, because they support me everywhere, every time. So thank you. Thank you.
Stay please for the photo.
Sandrine Nyankura, the player of the match. Edu Queens guaranteed a place in the semi-finals as well, because they have beaten Sundowns by 2-1, 2 goals in injury time, which means that Masar will now play Asphalt in the semi-finals.